Hi there, Peachy Peeps. This is the Peaches, also known as Casey Wright, and if you're watching this, you have decided that you would like to learn how to needle felt. Yay! This is my very first video, so this is mostly just me making sure my camera setup works serviceably well, and we are going to talk about some of the basic materials and supplies that you need to start needle felting. In particular, my first kit and class are going to be for needle felting. An owl! Yeah, I'm so cute! Yay! So to get started, you'll need a few things, and you can obviously buy this kit from me at peachesproducts.etsy.com or through my Facebook page, also Peaches Products. Or you could buy kits elsewhere. They sell them on Amazon, or other folks sell them on Etsy, but this is just kind of the basics of how to felt. So you're going to start. You need a foam block because you don't want to poke yourself or your work surface. You need your needles. You've got the starting needle is a triangle blade, so it is flat on three sides, and the little tiny notches there are actually the hooks. You can feel them as you run your finger up, only one way. They're not pointed the other way. And then you have a star blade, which is little channels in it. As I spin it, you can kind of see those. And the needle, the barbs on that needle are distributed in a spiral pattern, so they give you a little more grip, but because it's got the channels, it leaves a smaller poke hole. The needles in my kit will be color-coded, so you don't have to try to guess which one is which. So, to start, you need to get your wool. I use merino wool mostly, although I also use some Leicester and Corriedale. Pulling the wool apart is important. You don't want to cut it because the cut ends of the fiber won't felt as well. They'll kind of stick out and give you little flyaways, which are not as desirable. So wool is funny. You can grab your roving just to test this and pull it as hard as you can, and it will tighten right up on you, and you won't probably ever be able to pull it apart. So what you want to do is hold your fingers about 6 inches apart and gently just pull it apart. It'll kind of fluff out in the middle like that. It's so satisfying. And you should practice that. It doesn't matter if you pull it all apart, but you want to get a feel for that. Once you've done it a few times, you stop thinking about it as much, and it's not so hard anymore. So you're going to start with your white core wool, and that goes in the middle of your project, so everything you do to the core wool you don't see at the end. And then I use a finishing layer of a slightly finer merino wool. Not everyone does that, but I think it gives you a better starting surface for when you're adding your details. And then you will need colors of wool. I buy all of my wool pre-dyed because wet wool is yucky and I don't like it very much. And I will provide a list of the different suppliers that I use. I buy a lot of it in person at wool festivals, and they don't always sell online. So if that is if that's the case, then I won't be able to list them, but I will always do my best to link to product that I think is of good quality. So that concludes my test video and your basic intro to the wonders of felting with sheep's wool. Thanks for tuning in.